Hello students, welcome once more to online video class for class 8 computer studies. Today we are going to study some more terms related with the internet, and especially we will study the protocols, the types of protocols which are TCP/IP, that is transmission control protocol, internet protocol, file transfer protocol, hypertext transfer protocol, simple mail transfer protocols, Internet Message Access Protocol, Post Office Protocol, and Cloud Computing. So, starting the first topic of today's session, that is protocols. Protocols are the set of the rules which are used by the computers to communicate with each other in a network. That network is generally internet. So, when the computers are connected with the internet, so how computers communicate with each other? For example, one computer sends some files to other computers. So how communication is possible when communication is not possible? Suppose two persons are talking with each other. If they know the same language or they are familiar with the same language, only then the communication is possible between the two persons. Like I am speaking in English and you are listening. So if you are familiar with the English language, only then whatever I want to convey, that can be understood to you. Suppose I start speaking in Tamil language that you don't understand, then communication is not possible. So communication between two persons are only possible when they follow the same set of rules of language. In the same way, in a computer network, communication between computers are only possible when the computers follow the same set of rules, or we can say when they follow the same set of protocols. Now we are going to study about the number of protocols which are used in a computer network. First one is TCP/IP. Full form of TCP is Transmission Control Protocol and IP stands for Internet Protocol. When a sender computer sends any data or information for the receiver's computer, then the data is divided into packets, and these packets are sent using a best possible route to be delivered to the receiver. For example, suppose one computer sends a 10 MB file to another computer, then 10 MB file is not sent as a whole. This 10 MB data may be divided into 10 equal parts. It may not be equal also. One part can be bigger, second part can be smaller. So suppose 10 MB data is divided into 10 parts, 1 MB each. That we say packets. So data is divided into packets. Now how the packets will reach to the destination computer? So dividing the data into packets is decided by TCP, that is Transmission Control Protocol, and IP, that is Internet Protocol. It finds the best possible path through which these packets can be traveled to, so that it can be sent to the destination computer. So IP protocol finds the IP address of the receiving computer, and there may be many possible paths. So IP protocol will find out which path is the shortest or which path is available for use, so that packet can be sent to the target computer. At the receiving computer, when all the packets receive, then the whole data will be delivered to the target computer. So TCP/IP protocol is used together. Second protocol is FTP, that is File Transfer Protocol. FTP is used to transfer large files. It is often used by organizing files on a web server for a website. You can have private access to an area on an FTP server where you can upload your files. You can then give another user access to download the documents that you have shared. For example, in one company, there are only some persons who are able to upload the data. The company provides user ID and password to some people who are confidential persons, and only they can upload the data on the server of the company so that other users can download the data from the server. Now the persons who upload the data, they have the right. If they want others to download the data, they can give permission. If they don't want the data to be downloaded by other users, then they can deny the permission also. Now, third protocol is Hypertext Transfer Protocol, that is HTTP. Whenever we see the URL of any website which starts with HTTP, generally for visiting a website, we don't type HTTP in the address bar of the browser software. We start with www dot, the name of the website. So after pressing enter key, browser automatically adds a prefix, that is HTTP. So full form of HTTP is Hypertext Transfer Protocol. All the web page addresses starts with HTTP. HTTP address is a secure web address which has been encrypted. So HTTP address is used for sites holding and using secure information like bank details, etc. So when you find HTTP as a prefix before the name of the website, it means that website is secure. So whatever data we download from that website or whatever data we upload to that website, it will be encrypted so that during the process of sending or receiving data, if any hacker wants to access the data or steal the data, since the data is encrypted or changed to another format, so after accessing the data also, hacker will not understand what is the meaning of that data because it is encrypted. So HTTP protocol is used by the servers for the purpose of sending the copy of a web page to the clients. So generally what happens when a client types the URL of a website and presses enter key, then a request is sent to the server. Now server will send a copy of that page to the client using this protocol. So web pages are transferred using HTTP protocol. Now the next protocol is Simple Mail Transfer Protocol. Email servers use Simple Mail Transfer Protocol to send emails. For example, suppose I have created my email ID in Google and you have created your email ID in indiatimes.com. So one is the Google server, second is the India Times server. So if I send a mail to a person who has ID in India Times server, then from Google server to India Times server, the mail will be sent using simple mail transfer protocol, but it will not be delivered to the receiver. SMTP is only used by the servers to send mails. In order to receive the mail by the client has to use another protocol which can be IMAP, Internet Message Access Protocol, or POP, that is Post Office Protocol. IMAP is a standard email protocol that stores email messages on a mail server but allows the end user to view and manipulate the messages as though they were stored locally on the end user's computing devices. POP, that is Post Office Protocol, is the most recent version of a standard protocol for receiving email. POP is a client-server protocol in which email is received and held by your internet server. So when we are accessing our emails from the server, for that purpose we have to either use IMAP or POP. So our smartphone, desktop, laptop, tablet, these devices use either IMAP protocol or POP protocol. There is slight difference between these two protocols. IMAP protocol is better as compared to POP protocol. The reason is, when Post Office protocol is used, then from the server the mail will be delivered to only one device. But in case of IMAP protocol, if you have synced many devices with the same email address, like your smartphone or tablet or laptop, in all the devices you are using the same email address, then in case you are using IMAP, that is Internet Message Access Protocol, the same mail can be delivered to all the devices. So whatever device you use, you can access your mail. But in case you are using Post Office protocol, mail will not be delivered to all the devices. So we have discussed 5 protocols today. 6 protocols actually. Now the next topic is cloud computing. Cloud generally means internet. Cloud computing is internet-based computing, whereby shared resources, software, and information are provided to computers and other devices on demand, like the electricity grid. A basic definition of cloud computing is the use of the internet for the task you perform on your computer for storage, retrieval, and access. The cloud represents the internet. Cloud computing services are delivered through a network, usually internet. So that is all for today's session. We have discussed protocols, many different types of protocols, and cloud computing. I would suggest to revise these topics. In the next video, we will discuss some more topics related with internet. Till then, take care. Thank you.